Okay, so dahil new normal ngayon, pag-usapan natin today ang broadcast journalism in the new normal. So, maaaring ang dami-dami ng isip about it, how difficult it is, how they are coping up with a new normal. Is there really a need to let go of some people when it comes to having your live stream? So, we will see throughout this course or this session kung ano yung mga nangyari from the traditional to the situation before the pandemic, and then at the same time during this pandemic that we have. So let us begin. Join me today in this session called Broadcast Journalism in the New Normal. So meron tayong three major platforms. So syempre, meron tayong TV, and this would be the different channels that you see on your smart TV or on your traditional TV. Meron pa yung hatchback TV na tinatawag. So, syempre, yun yung before. And then, we also have the different online platforms. So, eto, meron tayong mga multi-channels, meron tayong FB page, meron Twitter, may YouTube, may Instagram, may website, saka meron din podcasts. And then, the third one would be the radio. Okay, so still, multi-channel din pagdating sa radio kasi meron tayong iba't ibang frequency. And then they also do the live streams on YouTube, and then the FB page, the podcasts, the live casts, and then the combination of TV and radio, and we call that as the teleradyo. So, punta tayo dun muna sa TV lang. So, sinasabi natin na kapag ikaw ay broadcaster sa TV, madami kang kailangan, especially if you are a field reporter. So, if you are a field reporter, then definitely you have your cameraman. Then you have those technical people who would be doing everything to make sure that your live will be broadcasted via satellite. And then meron ding heavy cameras na involved doon so that HD or clear copy talaga yung makukuha. So mahirap kasi for a field reporter na may bit-bit kang camera. Tapos ikaw din yung magre-report. You have your microphone, then you have your camera over your shoulder. So that is very impossible. You need a separate one to serve as your cameraman. And then, hindi lang din nagtatapos. Minsan, may mga partner ka pa. Meron kang kasama na kukuha ng other stories. Meron ka ding mga parang sidekicks na tinatawag. And these are also your sources. Sila yung kukuha ng mga stories on the side while you are doing the main story so that you can join the competition kasi unahan to. So kapag yung mga kasama mo or yung mga partners mo in the field reporting is meron sila nakukuhang info at na-feed yung info na yun sa'yo, so definitely magiging scoop siya para sa'yo. Minsan naman, for example, nasa loob ka ng Senate, meron din namang nakatoka sa labas ng Senate. Meron din naman dun sa mga different offices ng mga senators natin. So, you can really say that when it comes to field reporting, it is not just a one-man team. Talagang siya ay maraming taong involved. So, minsan mauna si reporter, susunod naman yung cameraman, susunod yung driver or yung tinatawag nating piloto, and then the other writers or reporters too. And then, before the pandemic, whatever it is that I will be saying right now is not a month before the pandemic, but this would be months or even years before the pandemic. There was a shift. So still, meron tayong broadcaster, meron tayong cameraman, heavy cameras, meron pa rin tayong OB van, then may satellite dish pa rin, then the frequencies also, that's still there. But we have added up recorders. We have the mobile recorders, but we also have cell phones as recorders. Actually, it was Rappler who really created that innovation by reporting on-site using a cell phone. So you can see on the picture that This is Pia Ranada. She is surrounded by different journalists, and those journalists have their microphones on Sara Duterte, but it was Pia who was using just a cell phone. So, meron tayong mga innovations because of technology. We're also innovating ourselves. But during the pandemic, all broadcasters rely on cell phones. Rare mo nang makita ang OB fans. Minsan, ang OB fan ay being referred to by the citizens as somebody who would be rescuing them. So, tingin nila, yan yung foundation ng isang media company, and they would be providing relief or ayuda para dun sa community na yon. So, rare na yung makita natin ang mga OB fans. And then, still, during the pandemic, you edit, you go live, you report on air using just your cell phone. Okay. So, the social distancing is being followed, and at times, of course, the journalists will be bringing their own car. Okay, it's really hard because it's pandemic and the public vehicles are not allowed to go out. And then, to sum it up, ang new normal sa broadcast journalism ay hatid sa inyo ng inyong cellphone. So, yan ang tinatawag nating selfie journalism. So, kasi nga, you are taking a video of yourself while you are reporting live in a particular broadcast, and that is actually being inspired by citizen journalism, wherein you get the stories from the citizens, from what the citizens have captured on their cameras. So, ngayon, naging selfie journalism siya. Then, there's also the influx of the virtual restaurant venues. Who would have thought, in the past 8 months, makikilala natin si Zoom. Wala naman talaga tayong naririnig before na Zoom. Siguro ang mas naririnig natin is Skype. So, live via Skype. And that would be a scenario wherein the one you are interviewing is, for example, in Dubai, in America, wherein there is a change in time. So, via Skype yung interviews noon. Pero ngayon, ang daming nagsulputan. We have Lark, we have Google Meet, and then we also have, of course, Zoom, and then other forms of video or virtual conferences. Meron pang Cisco WebEx, di ba? Okay. And of course, as part of the new normal, the social media played a very important role. And it's like all of the news are just being selected right now because everybody has their own channel, and it's welcome to my new channel. Okay, welcome to my YouTube channel, welcome to my TikTok, welcome to my Facebook page. Okay, so if I mentioned selfie journalism a while ago, now it is a selfie channel. Okay, because you are the reporter in your own channel, you are the editor, you are the one doing the content, you're the one writing the content. So, we are being invaded by the social media. But right now, when it comes to news gathering, we can divide it into two. We have first the on-field, and then we also have the work from home. So 50% of the broadcasters would be on field and 50% would be working from home. So there's a maximum of five broadcasters on field, and they need to practice social distancing, they need to put on their masks. But it is Rafi Tima who has proven to us that he is a one-man team. So he's the editor, he's the writer, he's the broadcaster, he's the one who's doing the technical stuff for him to be live. So with him, his backpack, and just his camera phone. Okay, so it is a challenge for you guys because broadcasting is really hard. The work of many people is being concentrated on a few gadgets alone, and also the talent and skill of the journalist. But along with this pandemic, the public affairs continue to be on air. So Meron tayong mga talk shows sa Facebook. Meron pong naging trending yung sa anak ni Miss Cuneta. So yung hashtag Hiha Ako, and the interviews were just done using Zoom platforms. And there is an online cooking show by Miss Karen David, and that live cooking show is done at her house, and it's very nice because you can see that this show is something that is very personal. And then Susan Enriquez has her Pera Paraan. And then this is the first time that there was an online documentary using a smartphone and Zoom, and the pakikisabwat sa mga nurses. We had Ako Si Patient 2828 by Javi Severino. So right now, what you need are the tools. So it's like your smartphone, your GoPro if you need it, a cameraman who is your family member, and then your account in Zoom. If you can have it upgraded from 40 minutes to 1 hour, why not? Then, as I've mentioned a while ago, pakikisabwat sa family member to become the cameraman. Then the laptop, the ring light, if you have it. Then the StreamYard, iMovie, or any other basic editing software like KineMaster will do. At ngayon, usong-uso na rin ang green screen, di ba? So before, parang feeling natin, pag nag-chroma ka, nasa studio ka. Pero ngayon, you can do it at your own home. So pwede rin ako mag-change ng background using virtual backgrounds, right? And then when it comes to online, what is on TV is also seen online. But there is sometimes a delay when it comes to videos. They would rather prefer to become live on Facebook page, on YouTube, but not on the online or the website. What they do is after they have broadcasted, then they will just transfer it to the website. But before the pandemic, the online becomes faster than the TV. So the raw becomes more catchy. So bakit raw? Kasi para sa citizens, o ano yung nakita ng kapwa nila citizen, yun ang realidad nila. So para makasave ng time, si reporter, instead na tumakbo pa doon sa lugar na yun, makakuha lang siya ng video from that place or that area, and that already becomes his or her story. And reporters also depend on online sources as video resources. So meron nga tayong Newscoop, meron tayong Bayan Patrol, and of course the credits are being given to the citizens. Okay. When it comes also to online, yun. So madami tayong natutunan mula kay Rappler. So remember, Rappler is not a TV format. It is not also a newspaper format. But it is an online format. So, live shots, voice-over, napaka-raw ng mga to. And then include the sound bites. That's why nung dumating si Ulysses, napaka-important na makakuha sila ng mga videos showing the wind, showing how the wind brings down the trees, yung whistling sound ng ating storm or ng typhoon, pinapakinggan or nila-live po nila because that is very important for them. And that is also important for the people. Instead of, again, wasting the time going to that place, just having it from those who are already there, isang malaking bagay na yun sa reporters. Naging efficient, naging effective. Okay. But it has to be done very carefully. It doesn't mean that if somebody sends in a video that is already considered a credible one. Maaari kasi ang video ay nung nakaraan pa, maaaring ang video ay dati-dati pa. So, kailangan meron pa rin tayong fact-checking or validity checking. So, yun. And then, pagdating naman sa radio, so, ang radio before, it's like the broadcaster plus the one being interviewed dapat mag-meet at one time bago pumunta sa studio or sa radio booth. Tapos ando namang high-end setup, the microphone condensers, the mic arm, the mixers, the laptop, the computer, plus the technical booth managing the sound effects. Okay. But before the pandemic, talaga po namang naging trending na ang ating teleradyo. Bakit? Kasi kung ano yung nangyayari sa studio, yun ang pinapakita sa TV. Plus, all the other slots out there showing or flashing the headlines or the different news or spot news. But still, yung teleradyo, meron pa rin siyang tinatawag nating technical support. But during the pandemic, okay, so kahit work from home yung mga tao, using just their smartphone, using video conference tools, using StreamYard, OBS, virtual background, everything can be done live. At ang mas maganda dito, once you go live, you have an interaction with your audience. So live mo din pwedeng sagutin yung mga tinatanong ng audience sa'yo. So, isang malaking bearing din yung mga hearts, yung mga likes, yung mga emojis, the number of shares. So, itong mga ito naging part ng buhay ng broadcasting pagdating ng time na nagkaroon tayo ng pandemic. And that would be the end because I would just like you to have a preview on the things that were done by the broadcasters mula sa traditional during before the pandemic and also during the pandemic. At isa lang masasabi ko, meron kang magagawa, may mapoproduce ka. And now I think you can get ready for your multimedia journalism outlets. And this is me, Abigail, your instructor in multimedia journalism. Bye!